Good evening and welcome to the January 13th, 2025 meeting of the Arlington County Planning Commissioner. I am Commissioner Tenley Peterson, Chair. Our first order of business this evening is for the Planning Commission to consider a motion to adjourn the meeting for the purpose of conducting an annual closed meeting with the County Attorney. The Planning Commission will reconvene the public hearing not earlier than 8:00 p.m. I have to read the motion. I move that the Planning Commission convene a closed meeting as authorized by Virginia Code Section 2.2-3711.a.8 for the purpose of consultation with the county attorney concerning the requirements of the Freedom of Information Act for meetings and the disclosure of public records, requirements applicable to the Planning Commission under the Statute and Local Government Conflict of Interest Act and the Public Records Act, and the statutory basis for the county's comprehensive planning process and special exception site process, permitted considerations relevant to those processes, and the Planning Commission's roles and responsibilities in them.
I'll second.
And so we go to a vote. Okay. Commissioner Striner.
Aye.
Commissioner Berkey.
Aye.
Commissioner Bagley.
Aye.
Commissioner Weir.
Aye.
Commissioner Lantelmi.
Aye.
Commissioner Devanshi Patel.
Oh, aye. Absolutely aye.
Okay, and I will also vote aye. So we will move to closed session. Thank you. We'll be back at 8. Okay. Okay, we are back. I move that the members of the Planning Commission certify that only public business matters lawfully exempted from open meeting requirements under Chapter 37, Title 2.2 of the Code of Virginia, and 2, only such public business matters were identified in the motion by which the closed meeting were heard, discussed, or considered by the commission. Can I get a second? Thank you. Commissioner Patel seconds. Commissioner Lantelmi.
Aye.
Commissioner Weir.
Aye.
Commissioner Patel. Aye. Commissioner Steinberger.
Aye.
Commissioner Bagley.
Aye.
Commissioner Guevara.
Guevara? Oh, no, I thought you said Garrett for a second. Aye.
Commissioner Berkey.
Aye.
Commissioner Striner.
Aye.
Commissioner Peterson. Aye. Okay, guys, we're going in order of seniority. That's what my list is. Okay, so tonight, the commission will consider a zoning amendment to various articles and appendices for daycare and childcare uses. Before we begin, I would like to share a few logistical points for all participants joining the meeting remotely and in person. For presenters and speakers joining us through Microsoft Teams, please keep your phones and other electronic devices muted until you are called upon by the clerk. Please turn off the sound to any devices around you to minimize interference. Please keep your cameras off until the clerk announces your name to speak. When called upon, you must unmute yourself by clicking on the microphone icon that is in the meeting command bar at the top of the screen. The moderator nor the clerk have the ability to unmute your mic. Once you have spoken, please mute your mics and turn your camera off. If you are dialing in by phone to join the meeting, press *6 to unmute. Public speakers will be called upon by the clerk at an assigned time. Pre-registration and email confirmation to speak at tonight's hearing was required. We are not able to accommodate additional speakers. All speakers, virtual or hybrid, will receive 2 minutes to comment as an individual. Only representatives of a county board appointed advisory group, committee, and/or commission will receive 3 minutes to comment. A timer will be displayed on the screen if speaking virtually, and speakers in person will follow the timer stationed on the podium. Audio of tonight's meeting is available via phone. If commissioners, presenters, or speakers lose internet connectivity, please reconnect by phone. However, if you are dialing in by phone and unable to see the screen, we will provide an audible 30-second warning to wrap up your comments. You will be muted when your time has expired. The meeting chat is active for presenters or commissioners who need technical assistance only. Please do not use the meeting chat for discussion, public comment, questions about agenda items, or requests for further information. All public comments must be shared verbally for the record during the assigned public testimony period. Tonight's meeting will be available for review through the YouTube platform. A link has been provided on the Planning Commission website 24 to 48 hours after the adjournment of the meeting. Although the meetings will no longer be a live broadcast, the meeting will be available for review with closed captioning on Comcast Xfinity channels 25 and 1085, Verizon Fios channels 39 and 40, 24 to 48 hours after the adjournment of the meeting. Lastly, this is a public forum. Tonight's meeting will be recorded and posted to the county website via a link to YouTube as stated. All information associated with tonight's meeting, whether written or spoken, is subject to the Virginia Freedom of Information Act requirements. Madam Clerk, can you please call the first and only item?
Item number 1 is ZOA-2024-08, FBC-36, N-FBC-22. These refer to zoning amendments and various articles and appendices for daycare and childcare usages. We have Margaret Tulick Rhodes to present this item from Comprehensive Planning.
Thank you. Childcare, as we all know, is a key component of a thriving and diverse community. Back in 2019, the county launched a childcare initiative to eliminate barriers to childcare and address accessibility, to increase access to childcare that is affordable at all income levels, availability, to increase the availability and utilization of childcare slots, and quality, to enhance the safety and quality of all childcare. To continue this work, expanding access to childcare, staff is proposing several amendments. Family daycare homes with up to 9 children that comply with applicable zoning standards are currently permitted by right. Those with 10 to 12 children require a use permit. Enabling by right approval of family daycare homes with 10 to 12 children would facilitate expanded access to childcare. As there are already zoning reviews zoning standards and other permitting processes and reviews in place, requiring use permits is unnecessary and duplicative. There has been a 5-year observation period since the zoning ordinance was amended to allow these larger family daycare homes. Staff recommends allowing for by right zoning approval of these larger family daycare homes. And of course, the county codes would remain in place to regulate these operations. And should the amendment to remove the use permit requirement be approved, existing use permits for these larger family daycare homes would be discontinued, allowing operations to continue as a by right use. And we're anticipating that later this winter and early spring. One of the other amendments we're proposing is with regards to the SD zoning district. The zoning district currently permits childcare centers and other daycare uses by use permit in every single zoning district except for SD. This discrepancy was identified back in 2019. Staff recommends amending the SD district so that now every zoning district could permit childcare centers and other daycare uses. And lastly, through our work on these other topics, staff identified a difference in the precise wording of childcare-related terms in the form-based code versus the rest of the zoning ordinance. Staff therefore recommends changes to the form-based code text related to childcare for consistency. For example, the form-based code currently says all daycare uses, and we're proposing childcare centers and all other daycare uses to conform with the rest of the zoning ordinance. These amendments build on the work done and were identified during the 2019 Child Care Initiative. They will help to facilitate the provision of child care throughout the county. Staff recommends that the Planning Commission recommend that the county board adopt the proposed zoning ordinance amendments. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Are there any public speakers, Madam Clerk? Okay, and do we have any commissions speaking to us this evening?
Yes, Zoka, we heard this item earlier, I guess last year. This was a pretty straightforward one. There's not a lot of conflict over it. We had discussions over why 12, why that number in particular, but there was general support for this one.
Thank you. So then I guess we will open it up for discussion. Does anyone have any clarifying questions to start out? I guess I just have one clarifying question, which is to ask, is there a reason that we're limiting it to 12 versus allowing maybe up to 15 or another number?
I believe that's the highest number through the state that's currently permitted, so it'd be in conformance with what's done throughout the rest of the Commonwealth.
Okay, great. So then does anyone want to make a statement about this or any discussion? Okay, so then if anybody would like to propose a motion, I am happy to.
I have a very long motion.
Okay, let's hear it. And someone get ready to second.
So this is straight from Nick Rogers. So I move that the Planning Commission recommend that the county board amend, reenact, recodify Articles 4, 5, 6, 7, and 11 and appendices A and B of the Arlington County Zoning Ordinance as set forth in attachment 2 of the staff report 2. 1, allow childcare centers and other daycare uses by use permit in the Special Development District SD through amendments to Section 4.1 Public District Use Tables. Standardize and clarify the language for daycare uses, including family daycare homes in the form-based code districts through amendments to Sections 11.1 CB FBC, Columbia Pike Form-Based Code District, Section 11.2 CPM FBC, Columbia Pike Neighborhoods Form-Based Code District, Appendix A, Columbia Pike Special Revitalization District Form-Based Code, and Appendix B, Columbia Pike Neighborhood Special Revitalization District Form-Based Code. C, enact by right approval of family daycare homes with 10 to 12 children by removing the use permit requirement through amendments to Section 4.1 of the Public Districts Use Tables, Section 5.1 Residential District Use Tables, Section 6.1 Multifamily District Use Tables, Section 7.1 Commercial Mixed Use, Subsection C District Use Tables, Section 11.1 CP FBC, Columbia Pike Form-Based District Code, or Code District, and Appendix B of Columbia Pike Neighborhood Special Revitalization District Form-Based Code. D, facilitate the creation of a convenient, attractive, and harmonious community. And E, for other reasons required by public necessity, convenience, general welfare, and good zoning practice.
I second the
Second.
motion.
Thank you. Thank you, Devanshi.
Any discussion on this? Okay. Well, I'll just say that I'm really thrilled that we are moving forward with childcare policies to make it easier for childcare operators to exist in the county, because it continues to be an important priority for parents and caregivers and adults. So let's go to Commissioner Lantelmi.
Aye.
Commissioner
Aye.
Weir.
Aye.
Commissioner Patel.
Aye.
Commissioner Steinberger.
Aye.
Commissioner Bagley.
Aye.
Commissioner Guevara.
Aye.
Commissioner Berkey.
Aye.
Commissioner Streiner.
Aye.
And Commissioner Peterson, aye. So that's 9-0. Thank you very much to staff for this work and for the presentation. Okay, and then there's no other agenda items. We'll go on to PC business. Is that right, Madam Clerk?
Yes.
Thank you. So first, actually, you know what? I would just like to take a moment to say a couple of words, since this is my first meeting chairing. I promise I'll be brief, but thank you all so much for entrusting me with this responsibility to chair the PC this year. I have been thrilled to work with you all for the past 5 years, and I look forward to many more years of work together. I'm so impressed with what we accomplished in this recent few years. You can see from the annual report that we are going to be approving later tonight. We got so much done last year and in years prior, from new apartment buildings, affordable housing that gives people, our workers, families, seniors a place to live, sector plans that bring new bike lanes and biophilia to our doorsteps. Plans that strengthen commercial resiliency so we can continue to thrive as a community, zoning updates that support senior living communities, as well as our neighbors who are recovering from addiction. We all have a hand in this important work, and I'm so glad that I get to do it with all of you. And I hope your partners, children, coworkers, friends, and neighbors also appreciate your contribution, especially when we're here late at night for a second, third, fourth, fifth meeting of the week. Among our membership, we have a diverse representation of expertise and lived experiences, whether it's professional work in transportation, architecture, sustainability issues, zoning, historic affairs, civic associations, affordable housing, underserved communities, or having grown up in this town. We're all able to improve each and every project that we work on because of our varied backgrounds. And one of my goals for 2025, I will be reaching out to all of you about opportunities so we can continue to learn about the latest innovations in urban design and living cities, including specifically deeply affordable housing, biophilia, and sustainability, which we've long talked about being priorities for the Commission. This spring, 2 of our colleagues' terms on the Planning Commission will end, and I will wait until their last meetings before I wax poetic about how wonderful their contributions have been. But I just wanted to take this moment to note that we do have openings coming up on the Commission, and Commission spots are open to the public and are appointed by the County Board. Our Commission benefits from neighbors who are interested in helping to create and implement a long-term vision for the community. Neighbors who think a great way to spend a Monday evening is with a discussion of land use planning, zoning regulations, environmental regulations, and urban design principles. And neighbors who understand our county's unique and diverse character and values. So if this applies to anyone listening to this meeting on a Monday night, you might be a great person to join our Commission. And if you all know of anybody that you can recommend that we start reaching out to, I would appreciate it. But 2025 is gearing up to be a very busy year. We're seeing more projects in the pipeline, and we are likely to see a delightful increase in local engagement with our government. So I look forward to making the most of this year as we continue to make sure Arlington is a wonderful place to live and work. So that said, I would like to go to the approval of the meeting minutes, which you all received. It's the December 2024 meeting minutes, and I'd like to seek unanimous consent to approve those. Hearing no objection, those are approved. And then I'd like to turn things over to Mr. Pfeiffer if he has any updates on current matters for the planning division.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Matt Pfeiffer for the record. We have no updates this month.
Okay, perfect. Approval of SPRC. Well, actually, let's see. Do we have any LRPC updates and rosters to approve? Is that, well, I guess between Commissioner Patel and Commissioner Steinberger, since you all are transitioning that role?
No, I am being told we do not. I may have more to report next month. Thank you.
Okay, and no rosters for LRPC, right? SPRC report and rosters, Commissioner Bagley?
Yeah, I circulated a report earlier on projects and chairs. Mr. Pfeiffer and I will be updating that tomorrow for the latest version. Appreciate everybody who responded to me. We do have 2 SPRCs coming up this month. We have 2 rosters. If you could pull them up, Madam Clerk. Thank you.
Commissioner Bagley.
Yes.
Bear with me just 1 second.
Oh,
I will
thank you.
pull them up. Giselle beat me to it.
So this is the one for 2500 Wilson Boulevard. Then I think we also have one for Walgreens. Yeah. So ladies and gentlemen, I request unanimous consent to these rosters.
Without objection, approved.
Thank you.
Okay, and ZOCO report, Commissioner Streiner, anything to update?
No, not this month, I don't think.
Okay, great. So then we have to approve our 2024 draft annual report that Madam Clerk sent around earlier. So I seek your unanimous consent to approve the 2024 draft annual report. Okay, approved. And then do we have to also, Madam Clerk, approve the hearing, the meetings assignments?
No,
Okay.
No.
Great. So then we finally
I'm sorry. You have to adopt the schedule.
adopt the schedule.
You have to adopt the schedule
Okay.
technically.
Do we
Yeah.
pull that up?
Uh,
We have that?
yeah, I can pull it up.
Chair Peterson, may I seek unanimous consent for one item?
Sure.
I think I can. I'd like to note for the record that I would like to recuse myself publicly from the Hotel Pentagon project. And I believe that we have previously adopted that roster, which I was maybe not present for, and it included my name. So I'd like to seek unanimous consent just to remove my name from the roster from the SPRC roster for Hotel Pentagon.
Okay. Hearing no objection, that's approved. And Mr. Pfeiffer, you can make that change?
We will make that change, yes.
Perfect, thank you. Okay, and here we have our meeting schedule for 2025. So colleagues, I seek your unanimous consent to approve this meeting schedule for 2025. That's approved. And then
The April meeting is in March. That's correct.
Because of spring break
Because of spring break and tax season.
and taxi.
Yes,
Thank you. Sorry, I
Okay.
did not immediately notice that.
no problem.
I do notice the September meeting being like right there around Labor.
Yeah, ouch.
That's why it's scheduled on Wednesday. Labor Day is Monday. So I gave you guys an extra day to start the meeting back to, reconvene from the summer on Wednesday and Thursday.
Could we have just a conversation as to whether anybody would objection to moving it to the following week,
so what?
the September?
Yeah.
To do what, Commissioner Patel?
Oh,
Oh, no. No,
okay. Well, okay. Let's
yeah.
cross
do-
fingers.
So we do the Thursday and the Friday, give us that one election.
You'll be
day.
here.
You want to have a
on
meeting on Friday night?
No
I will
Friday
be
nights
attending
meeting.
that.
It was an idea.
Okay. In the spirit of brainstorming, all ideas are welcome here.
You see?
And nope, every idea is welcome under my watch.
But not all ideas are good
Now, does
ideas.
anybody have any further discussion about this calendar? Any questions you want to raise? We are not meeting on Valentine's Day. You'll note that.
Is it,
What else do we got here?
what about
We are not meeting the week of the 4th of July. We're meeting that Monday and Wednesday, possibly
Election.
after.
election time, November 3rd and 5th?
So we've got Tuesday, would be the election. So we've got a Monday and a Wednesday.
Thank you.
Okay, I don't know if there's other options.
There are no other options. Now, I will say, as you all know, our schedule is based on the county board schedule. So their schedule has been adopted. Mason and I have vetted through the schedule.
Okay,
So it's pretty much
This
etched
is
in
it.
stone. Now, what I have done for Thanksgiving break, thanks to Commissioner Steinberger, is to start you guys back on a Wednesday instead of Monday or Tuesday after the holiday.
Mhm.
So be grateful.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, no, we were talking about the December one.
Right.
It's December 3rd and 4th. Yeah, so because it's,
I hadn't even thought when Thanksgiving is. Oh, Thanksgiving's late again.
okay, well, you know what? This is our schedule and you are allowed to skip some meetings if you need to, if you have other plans. And while I would love to see every single one of us at every meeting, it's okay if we can't. And you also have the ability to attend virtually. So we will, if
Let's
every,
coordinate too amongst us, since there are a couple of these troubling dates
Mhm.
that maybe if one of us needs the Labor Day, another can swap and make sure that they're there around the election time. We can just coordinate amongst ourselves.
Can I make the suggestion? And I do really appreciate, Giselle, that you push, whether you do those holidays at the beginning of the week, that you push things to a Wednesday, Thursday schedule. I think that's a huge, we really appreciate, truly appreciate that. In the situation where we potentially only need one night of meetings on some of those post-holiday whatevers, I would recommend we push to the Thursday and not the Wednesday.
So I
Under the
will have a
situation?
standing conflict, which could cause a problem. I teach on Thursday night, so I cannot have those meetings just be on Thursday.
and we can also address these as we get closer to the month because
That's correct.
Giselle, Nia, and I will be meeting a month in advance. So if it's looking like a month where you can't come, please always use the RSVP button on the meeting invites so we can plan in advance for possible nights where we have quorum issues. Please always do RSVP and please respect your RSVP so that we can not be stressed out the day of. Okay, so I am again seeking unanimous consent to approve this meeting schedule for 2025. Okay, without objection, so moved. Our last order of business for the night is to go through our liaison assignments. And you have in front of you a copy of last year's assignment so you can be reminded what you are working on, and then also a blank sheet for this year. So I'm going to go through in order of seniority, and you get to name the commission that you want to be a liaison to. And then we'll go through the list again and then again until as many that we want are signed up for. And yeah, usually we do 2 or 3 each. You're welcome to attend those meetings and be a very active liaison, or you can just reach out to them and let them know that you're available if there's questions or comments, and reach out if there's a specific need. So let's go to Commissioner Lantelmi, who will only be here for a couple of months, unfortunately. So we may need to switch his in the
Right, so
future.
I'd like to remain on transportation until the end of my term. And then, of course, someone else at the dais here would presumably pick up after me and join the Transportation Commission as liaison.
Okay,
It does require a meeting once a month.
meeting once a month. And actually, I'm just trying to find, are these alphabetical? Last page, okay. Okay. Commissioner Weir.
I'll just note with the Transportation Commission thing that is whoever replaces Commissioner Lantelmi would be formally appointed by the board. Unlike all of our other liaison appointments where we sort of control them, the board has to agree. Not that I expect that would be a problem.
Right, because you're a voting member, unlike other liaisons. You're actually a member of the commission.
Okay.
I would like to do the form-based code advisory working group, please.
Okay. Form-based code, which page is that on?
Page 3.
Page 3. Okay,
There's a slot for 2 names for form-based code. Is there a second person?
okay. Well,
I think we're
yeah, we're gonna go through the
Okay.
list and then.
I have
okay.
someone who I would volunteer, but I think that that commissioner may or may not have
Oh,
thoughts about it.
Okay, Commissioner Patel.
Madam Clerk, I would like to have the national landing bid.
Okay, does anyone know? what
Page 4.
that is? Page 4. Okay. Okay, Commissioner Steinberger,
HALRB, page 3.
page 3. ALRB. Okay, Commissioner Bagley. Just tell me one and we'll go through
Oh,
again.
just one.
So that
Okay.
everybody gets their first
Oh,
choice.
very good. Forestry and natural resources.
Forestry.
Page 3.
Thank you. Okay, Commissioner Berkey. Oh, sorry. My bad. Commissioner Guevara.
C2E2.
C2. Oh, okay.
Page 2.
Okay. Yeah, we got that one. Commissioner Berkey. Park and Rec. Page 4. Okay. Okay, Commissioner Streiner. JFAC.
JFAC for the record.
Okay, you're required to tell me the name, the page that it's on when you pick it.
Page
Okay.
3.
Thank you, Commissioner Streiner. Let's see. I was going to do pedestrian advisory. That's on the last one. Okay. Okay, back to the top. Commissioner Lantelmi.
I'll pass.
Okay. Commissioner Weir.
I'll do EDC.
EDC. Okay. Commissioner Patel.
I would like the National Capital Planning Commission.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, Commissioner Steinberger. What do you want to change it to? Okay.
do we normally do that?
She hasn't gone yet. So yes.
Okay,
I'd
where
like
is
to-
that one?
That's
That's
on
the-
page 3. I'd
okay,
like to,
top of page 3.
if my
okay.
other one stays available, I'll do it.
Um,
I'm building an empire.
Commissioner Steinberger.
Yeah. I'll take Arts Commission.
Okay, Commissioner Bagley.
Did I take what you wanted? Did I take what you wanted?
No, could I be a backup on Park and Rec?
Yes, let's see, Park and Rec was,
But only if you take one that
Okay.
doesn't have a person. Yeah.
okay,
Shares. We're capable of sharing.
okay. Okay, Commissioner Guevara. Which one would you like? Don't forget everybody.
LBA,
What's it?
Langston Boulevard Alliance, page 4.
Page 4. Sorry, which one? Oh, Langston Boulevard. Okay, right at the top. Okay. Okay, and don't forget, guys, we need someone to do transportation when Commissioner Lantelmi leaves and form-based code when Commissioner Weir leaves. Okay, I'll go next since I'm technically in that order for seniority. I'm going to take bicycle advisory. So where was that one?
Page 2.
Okay. Okay, Commissioner Berkey.
I'll do, is it still called neighborhood conservation? Is it neighborhoods?
Okay, well, NCAC, okay, okay. Commissioner
Excuse me.
Striner,
Excuse me. I still need you all to use your microphones, please. Thank you.
I apologize. NCAC on page 4.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Commissioner Striner.
Is housing still available?
Yes,
All
it
right, I
is.
will jump on housing.
Okay. Okay, back to the top, Commissioner Lantelmi.
I'll be the alternate to Commissioner Guevara for Langston Boulevard Alliance.
Okay, so you're passing? Oh, sorry. No, you're working with her.
I'll be the
Okay.
alt.
Langston, but which one? That's page 3 or?
Yes.
Oh, there we go. 4.
Top 4.
Okay, commission, and so for anyone who's not following along, we still need someone for Public Facilities Review Committee, Public Spaces Master Plan, the Ballston Bid, Clarendon Alliance, Columbia Pike Partnership, NAOP, and Roslyn Bid. So that's what we're working on now. I'll also just add, you heard earlier during commission business, we've got Commissioner Steinberger is doing the LRPC, Commissioner Bagley is doing SPRC, and Commissioner Sarli and Commissioner Striner are doing ZOCO. So Commissioner Weir.
I'll do NAOP.
NAOP, okay. Okay, Commissioner Patel.
So when you took it back last time.
Okay,
I'll take NCPC. I didn't have my mic on.
okay, Commissioner Steinberger,
You want to pass?
Commissioner Bagley,
I'd like to be a backup on historic affairs.
there.
You didn't have to be a backup. There's 2. Apparently. Right.
Okay, Commissioner Guevara.
Wait, we can just pass?
You can.
Okay, I'll pass.
Okay, Commissioner Berkey.
I'll be backup on Form-Based Code Advisory Working Group.
Okay. Okay. Commissioner Striner.
Put me on the pike.
Pardon?
Columbia Pike.
Columbia Pike Partnership. Okay. Okay, and then I already signed up for a second one. Wait, did I have to sign up for a third? Are we on our thirds?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll do the Roslyn bid. Okay, so at this point, we just need somebody for PFRC, which you're going to do that. Thank you very much, Commissioner Bagley. We need someone for Public Spaces Master Plan.
Madam Chair, do we need to reserve any for the 2 commissioners,
Oh, my goodness.
Not present.
You're right. Okay,
Commissioners Robertson and Sarli?
you're right. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3. There's 3 left. So let's assign,
Can I be a backup to Commissioner Bagley for PFRC?
We do.
Wait, are you
Yeah,
timed
we
out?
do.
On PFRC? I don't know.
I
Am I
think-
timed out on PFRC?
I think there's a year, you passed your,
Thought it was consecutive.
I don't know. My mic is on. But the other thing, I was going to ask a question about PFRC as well, Chair Peterson, is,
Giselle says I can.
okay.
okay.
But the other thing is, aren't there supposed to be 3 for PFRC?
Yeah, there should be. I'm not offering to co-chair. I'm just saying I'll be a member of that. Unless
Okay.
you want me to co-chair.
So, well, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 spots open, and we have 2 commissioners who are out. So we'll just assume that they're assigned. Does anybody, Madam Clerk, is that anything else we need to do?
So you're going to assume that they'll take those on. Which ones though? We
Okay.
need to put
Do
their
we need
names.
to decide right now, or
Yes.
can I email them tonight?
Yeah,
Okay,
tell me now.
but they can switch if they need to.
No,
Oh, we can't switch mid-year?
no.
Oh, really?
Let's just decide things. It's great.
Okay, well, let's put Leo on PFRC
Okay.
and Peter on Public Spaces Master Plan
Mhm.
and
Boston bid.
Ballston bid, put Does anybody know Leo or Peter? Do either of them live in these neighborhoods? I think
Not Leo.
Clarendon or Ballston. Okay, so let's do Peter for Ballston bid and Clarendon Alliance will be Leo.
Okay.
We still need somebody for backup on transportation.
For which one?
Transportation.
Transfer. Oh, okay.
We can probably figure that out mid-year when Lynn tells.
Yeah, we can do that mid-year. That's fine.
That we can, if no one wants to take that on tonight.
Okay. So have we done our good job? Anything else?
Yeah, there are 2 more spots for LRPC. Do I need friends?
You can recruit somebody if you want at your convenience.
Okay, can I assign them?
I don't think so.
Giselle says I can. I like Giselle tonight. Okay. Oh, no, I would not do that to her because.
Okay, well, I think you should talk with people about that, I wouldn't just assign somebody. So, thank you all very much. It is 9 o'clock, and unless somebody says something, I'm going to adjourn in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. This meeting is over. Thank you. Have a good night. See you next month.
Thank you. That was great.
Oh, and I'm representing us at the county board meeting.
Yes.
Yay, bye. How much interest that, like